Hey guys, free giveaway on my Instagram, partnered up with Seagate themselves, and they're going to be giving away a 1TB Jedi Fallen Order game drive for Xbox. It's the latest post on my IG, so go check the link down below, and good luck.
We would be honored if you would join us.
Alright, so Season 7, Episode 1. We've been waiting for this one for many years, and finally it's here. Well, the first episode really isn't all that much to rave about. This isn't going to be like a full in-depth breakdown because there really isn't all that much to go on. But the main things that we got out of this episode, and of course there are going to be many spoilers, are of course each member of the Bad Batch and the surviving clone that we all thought was long lost dead. Overall, the episode definitely felt like a continuation of the Clone Wars. It doesn't feel like some different person took it over or anything like that. It's still Dave Filoni, and that gives it the 100% Clone Wars feel that we all know and love from seasons 1 through 6. Now, while pretty much all of the Clone Wars seasons except for season 6 has about 22 to 24 episodes, season 6 had 13, and season 7 will also have just 12. So, that being said, we don't have that many videos to go off of for this season, so with this limited time and the limited episodes that we have, I really hope that they're going to dive into all of the nitty-gritties regarding Episode 3 and Order 66, as we saw in some of the trailers, that we will be going into scenes from Episode 3, which means that, hey, Order 66 might actually happen. Which I'm hoping would be really cool to see, since we've never really seen what's going on inside the temple during Order 66 with Anakin. Okay, so before we digress further, let's get on with the little breakdown here for today's first episode coming into the Clone Wars. Basically, the premise of this episode is that Cody and Rex walk into a briefing by Mace Windu and Anakin, where they propose to go behind enemy lines, where a Separatist cyber center relays all of their intel to the rest of the Separatists. They say that the Seps are getting used to Rex's plans of attack, so they need to call in a different crew. So, centerfold right here, we're introduced to the Bad Batch. These are mutated clones who don't follow orders, but they're the good guys. They're typically sent off on missions by themselves as the Bad Batch, and there's a reason why. Because they don't follow the typical orders that normal clones would. They kind of have their own way of doing things. Actually, they really have their own way of doing things. And when I say mutated, I started off the episode thinking, okay, well, we're told that they have unique mutations to themselves. However, they're very mutated. Mutated to the extent of the X-Men themselves. For example, Wrecker can lift an entire ship above his head. That's not something a normal human clone can do. Now, there was a clone like this who had a mutation in one of the Vader comics, which I covered, and he was absolutely enormous. He was like the Hulk. So this team here, we have Hunter, Wrecker, Tech, and Crosshair. Now, Hunter is, well, you guessed it, he's basically like Rambo, and I think he's made to look like Rambo, like Sly Stallone himself, because his abilities are akin to what Rambo's would be. He carries a knife, his reflexes and senses are superhuman to the max, and he can feel the electromagnetic frequencies on any planet. Then we've got Wrecker, which of course, as we saw, he's extremely powerful. He's pretty much like the Hulk. He can wreck and smash everything in his way and lift things that only machines could do. Tech reminds me of Donatello from the Ninja Turtles. He's basically the really smart one. He can crack down everything regarding technology and mainframe systems. Then there's Crosshair. Crosshair is kind of like Deadshot or Hawkeye. He's essentially an elite mutated sniper that can hit the bullseye on anything 10 clicks away or more. And together, the Bad Batch make a comprised team of elite clone soldiers. Now, the episode doesn't really go into too much detail on anything really. It's just the typical clones fighting a bunch of clankers and battle droids. But at the end of it, we get a distress signal that's being sent to the Separatists, revealing the location of the Bad Batch and the clones. And they decode it, and it's coming from CT-1409, formerly known as Echo. So it seems like the Separatists have taken control of Echo, and they're now using him for information of some sort. I'm really excited to see where the second episode is going to go, of course, and all the way up to episode 12. I really hope that we're going to go into Order 66, and to be able to see what really happened to Anakin's downfall, and see more in depth of everything that went on with his psyche. And of course, everything that happened within the temple. There was actually a deleted scene in Revenge of the Sith where Shakti was killed by Anakin while she was meditating. And in the books, it was her who told Anakin to stay in the temple. However, he disregarded what she said and just went and, saved Palpatine anyways. So she went to her quarters to meditate, and then he snuck in and killed her behind her back. Now, while this episode didn't cover a lot of the main characters, it covered a lot of the clones, which feels like Clone Wars to me. But one thing I'm really excited for is to see where Darth Maul has ended up, because we last saw him in Season 5 when he lost to Sidious himself, after Savage died. I don't know why I said it like that, but yeah. Anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed this little breakdown. I hope in the next episode we can expect a lot more, so this one can be a lot longer and we can dive into some really nitty-gritties of some things. Hope you enjoyed this episode. Leave a like if you did, and I'll see you guys in the next Clone Wars breakdown for episode 2. Have an awesome rest of your day, and until the next one, remember, the Force will be with you, always.